Over the weekend, it was reported that the inquiry into Partygate evidence that's been compiled by Sue Gray is to be given to everyone implicated for them to read before they're interviewed by police. This information has come apparently in the form of a leaked letter that says Sue Gray is allowing the access as an exceptional measure, pointing to the particular circumstances surrounding this set of events. Now, to be honest, the only exceptional circumstances I can see is that they are the elite and we are the plebs. Other than that, I don't imagine that everyone else who was fined under COVID rules got to see the evidence pack before they answered questions, and the circumstances are hardly any different. You broke the rules that everyone was forced to adhere to, and so you are no better than everyone else. Therefore, you shouldn't be treated any different from anyone else. The letter adds, I appreciate that this is a worrying time for those affected by this process, and I do not wish to compound. However, the government was okay to compound worries on everyone else when they were charged or investigated for an offence under the restrictions. It just goes to show how much they really do look out for one another. This ultimately means that Boris and all the other cretinous, treasonous twunts will get to read and see and have time to come up with a story before responding to police questions. It also raises questions about whether, if any of them learns that there is nothing incriminating in the notes on them, he or she will volunteer any additional information to the Met, or whether they will go no comment due to potentially incriminating evidence. Sue Gray has allegedly set strict conditions on the access allowed, including that it must be with a member of the investigation team present and be time limited. I mean, like, this is going to matter if someone's there with them or not. It's not going to stop them reading, then going away to come up with a story to suit investigators. The letter adds, you will, in line with the process for investigations of this kind and in keeping with the interview process, not be allowed to bring any legal representatives with you. You will not be permitted to bring phones, tablets, computers or any other recording equipment into the room with you. You will not be permitted to challenge, suggest changes or amendments to the notes or otherwise challenge their contents. However, you will be able to have time to use the information to come up with a compelling story to tell the public in order to save your asses. That last bit she didn't say, I did. Johnson has already, it's been said, hired a personal lawyer to help him draft his response to the questionnaire, in which he will argue it was part of his working day when he attended as many as 6 different gatherings. Last month, Sue Gray passed her evidence, including around 300 photos, to the Metropolitan Police, which launched a separate investigation that has delayed the publication of Sue Gray's report. The questionnaires have been sent to around 80 people under investigation who may be issued with fines with fixed penalty notices if they have broken COVID rules. Now, what an utter joke. I mean, this is the justice system in action for the rich and powerful. I wonder how many members of the public who had COVID fines can say they had this kind of treatment, especially when we saw so many police going hands-on and assaulting people over it. But let's be clear, this is a complete and utter waste of time. So many people complaining that the government were ignoring the rules that they set for us. But what difference is this really going to make? If they're found to have committed breaches of the COVID regulations, these people, who are all, or many of them, are millionaires, or on 80,000 plus per year, what difference is it going to make to them if they get a £100 fine? £8,000 if every one of them is found guilty. That's 80 people at £100 each. That's £8,000. But how much is this investigation costing? How much has it cost so far for Sue Gray, for the Metropolitan Police? Absolute waste of time. We know they breached the rules. We don't need to see evidence. We don't need their friends to cover it up for them. We know they did it. Isn't that really what matters? Seeing them for what they really are. Big thank you to channel supporters, especially these guys. Your support is truly appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, as I know many of you will. And until next time, stay safe, look after each other, film the police and other officials.